Called your name and you formed out of the emptiness. Called your name and I swear this time.
Hey everybody, it's good to be back with you guys again. My name's Ben, this is Deep Space. Just for those of you who haven't seen any of my videos before, real quick, brief intro. I'm a licensed clinical professional counselor, so I've spent a lot of time helping people in counseling, and so this is just kind of my side project where I make videos about some of the things that I've learned, and mostly they're just for my friends and family and some of my clients that want to see more of my stuff. I'm really glad that you found me and that you're welcome to be a part of that too. We mostly just talk about deep space. It's not real, it's not literal, it's a metaphor. I know it's kind of silly, it's kind of cheesy. It has to do with, like, I just had a wall hanging that has an astronaut and then, hey, deep space. It all kind of came together, but evolved into what it is. But mostly it's a metaphor for just exploring the space within us, the space around us, like emotional, mental, psychological, that kind of space. So if you're looking for, like, facts about the Milky Way, sorry, wrong place. But this is a place to just talk about stuff that goes on inside of us. So we're really glad you're here. I'm really glad you found it. Anyway, so today, sticking with the deep space metaphor, today we're going to be talking about music for that journey. I have a band for you. If you're a person that's into this whole thing that I'm doing here because you're on a journey, if you're working on the stuff inside of you, if there are things that you are exploring, maybe with a therapist, just in your own time, either way, if you are a person that's exploring the real deep things in life, I have the perfect journey music for you. The music for that journey that has got to be a part of it. It's my very, very favorite. It's a band called Cloud Cold.
Called your name and you formed out of the emptiness. Called your name.
If you don't know about Cloud Cold, you need to know about Cloud Cold, especially if you're into this sort of a thing. Because they just, man, it feels like their music really syncs up to what the kind of stuff that I'm working on in my office, the kind of stuff that I am talking about on this show. They're pretty great. So I thought just today I would just tell you a little bit about this band, just to help you to understand a little bit about why Cloud Cold is more than just a band, and sort of how you can include Cloud Cold and other music like it. I'm sure there's other stuff. I haven't found anything as good as them, but if there's other stuff too, that music that can be a part of that journey, then you should definitely get a hold of that and be a part of that. Somebody in that band, or the whole band in general, somebody has been putting in work. I mean, these people know their stuff. It's actually like wise music. It actually feels really smart. It feels like they know what they're talking about, and they put that into their lyrics, and not in a preachy way, not in a like, here's how to be happy, but just like actually singing about real things that go beneath the surface, things that are a little bit more powerful, in my opinion, and more real. They're a very real band. Probably, I mean, it seems like somebody in the band or the band has generally been through some stuff, which is not a knock against them. I think that's a tick in their favor, in that they know about real life, and so their music reflects that. It's really, really cool the way that they do it. So they'll do it lyrically, where their songs, the lyrics are, I mean, they are talking about stuff that every time I listen to it, I mean, it's like going to a therapy appointment. The depth of real life stuff, real life feelings, and they do it really, really well, is they don't just do one side of life. You know, a lot of bands, it seems like they will sing about everything happy, or everything depressing, or everything romantic, but Cloud Cold seems to really be able to capture, even in just one album, they'll capture the highs of life, the lows of life. They'll capture like the inner conflict that we all struggle with, about making peace with ourselves and our feelings and stuff. Again, not in a preachy or just overly psychological way, in a way that feels really authentic and really beautiful, and the music will match that really well. So I recommend listening to their albums in chunks, like their whole album at once. That each album is an individual piece of art. It all comes together as one piece, each album. Okay, so there's 3 albums I would recommend. That probably the other stuff is great, but the 3 that are my favorite are Light Chasers, Love, and The Seeker, which is their newest one. Love is probably my favorite album of all time. I listened to The Seeker in my car to and from work all day, every day for like 2 years. No joke. It was in there for that long. And then I did the same thing like 2 years later, the next 2 years, with the next album, Love. The last album, Seeker, I'm trying to like not overplay it because those other 2 albums. But that's the thing. I listened to it for 2 years straight all the time. and I'm still super into it. It's still super great music. So I've listened to The Secret a little bit less, but it's really great too. So this channel is meant to be sort of that sort of support in your journey as well. So if this is meant to be more of a talking side, I'm not going to be playing music for you, but just kind of get your mind working on things and help you to sort of explore and explore what makes us human, what makes us who we are, in a way that can help you through your journey. So as we explore deep space, with this silly metaphor, do that with us. And if you're looking for tunes for that journey, Cloud Cult is the way to go. If you've got any questions for me, feel free to send those to my Instagram, to Facebook, to there's, I think, even Gmail is listed there. Anything that I could do an episode on that you would like to talk about, anything that would be helpful, I'd be really glad to do that. So good to be with you. Love you guys. Peace and love. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy the Cloud Cult. I know I will be too. So we'll see you guys later. Bye.
May you find faith